Instagram algorithms connect vast network of people seeking child pornography, according to researchers. That's not good. That's not good. Shouldn't do that. You don't want that. Instagram's recommendation algorithms have enabled a vast network of profiles seeking illegal, underage sexual content and activity, according to a Wall Street Journal expose. In a 2,800-word article published Wednesday, the journal said it conducted an investigation into CP on Meta-owned Instagram in collaboration with researchers at Stanford and the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Files have long used the internet, but unlike the forums and file transfer services that cater to people who have an interest in illicit content, Instagram doesn't merely host these activities. Its algorithms promote them, the journal reported. Oh, a reminder that up until it got banned, the jailbait subreddit was one of the largest subreddits on all of Reddit. A subreddit entirely dedicated to posting underage girls so people in the comments could say they wanted to fuck them. This was one of the largest subreddits on the entire platform. Instagram connects files and guides them to content sellers via recommendation systems that excel at linking those who share niche interests. A Meta spokesperson said the company is, quote, continuously exploring ways to actively defend against this behavior, and we set up an internal task force to investigate these claims and immediately address them. Meta acknowledged the company in some cases received reports of child sexual abuse and failed to act on them, citing a software error that prevented them from being processed, which Meta has said has since been fixed. In addition, quote, we provided updated guidance to our content reviewers to more easily identify and remove predatory accounts, the Meta rep said. Child exploitation is a horrific crime. We work aggressively to fight on and off our platform, support law enforcement in its efforts to arrest and prosecute the criminals behind it. Predators constantly change their tactics in their pursuit to harm children. Dismantled 27 abuse networks. This is probably only going to get worse. I mean, Twitter did fire like all of the people who are responsible for monitoring and moderating child sexual abuse on the platform. You know, Twitter like can let everyone go. Researchers found Instagram enabled people to search explicit hashtags such as, wow, I'm not saying that. Really? Really? This was no investigation into this one. Just like how did they manage to sneak under our rigorous algorithms? How could anybody have detected? As per the journal, test accounts set up by researchers that viewed a single such account were immediately hit with suggested for you recommendations of purported child content sellers and buyers. Wow, that's it. Man, that's it. You create a new account, you get thrown into the deep ocean of Instagram recommendation feeds, you misclick and land on one of these tags, and congratulations, you have entered the black market of files. Man, for a second, like, I was wondering, is this like one of those cases where it's just the algorithm like pre-selects everyone for niches they look for, so it's just like a neutral algorithm? But if they're doing it with tags like this, then it's like, well, you can't really argue this was just like the current of the river taking you, you know, wherever it does. This is pretty fucking negligent. In addition, certain Instagram accounts, quote, invite buyers to commission specific acts with some, quote, menus listing prices for videos of children harming themselves, or, quote, imagery of the minor performing sexual acts with animals, end quote, according to the journal report, citing the findings of Stanford Internet Observatory researchers. I wonder how the mental health of the Stanford Internet Observatory researchers are doing. At the right price, children are available for in-person meetups, the journal reported. Really? On Twitter, the Stanford Internet Observatory team identified 128 accounts offering to sell child sex abuse content. According to the researchers, Twitter did not recommend such accounts to the same degree as Instagram, and Twitter also removed the accounts far more quickly. An emailed request for comment to Twitter's press account resulted in an auto-reply with a poop emoji. Right, because he got rid of the press team. Man, you've really got to be fucking up to be worse at this than Twitter. Twitter, I guess, one of the things that makes Twitter, like, the fun social media network, in my opinion, is the fact that it really doesn't recommend you into content niches quite as hard as other social media accounts do. Like, Instagram and TikTok will pile drive you into a niche the moment you choose one. Like, you watch like 2 videos on a subject. You watch 2 videos on like on like guns or like 3D renders or and congratulations, you have now been slam dunked into the niche that you will be recommended stuff for. Twitter doesn't really do that to the same extent. It does it to an extent, but not to the same extent. If anyone's used TikTok and Twitter, you will know how severe the difference is. YouTube used to be worse about this. It's not as bad anymore. Though, interestingly, the YouTube Shorts algorithm is that bad. YouTube recommends stuff kind of broadly. YouTube Shorts, I can tell you this from experience. I watched one YouTube short on it was a pistol that I thought looked nice, and for months now, all of my YouTube shorts, when I look through on the app on my phone, it's just like, oh, here you go, man. Build your armory, bro. Like, yeah, the YouTube Shorts algorithm is insanely driven. So that's not good. You know, I know that it's not always easy to, like, just arrest these people because, you know, normally, like, the FBI will spend time building a portfolio or, like, it's done through a shell account they don't necessarily have a connection to or whatever else. But on a basic level, man, how are these tags being allowed to exist? Like, what the like, you'd think it wouldn't be that difficult to, like, if you see tags like this, or if you delete these tags, more ones will crop up, because that's how it is, to just have a team of people who, like, look for these tags, and the moment they see them, just nuke everyone using them, you know? Yeah, exactly, Bat Canary. Like, we have the whole DMCA system where copyright shit can be like instantly filtered, like fucking immediately, you know? Like, if you post something copyright, there are like easy systems for on the back end for like identifying and content nuking it or whatever. But I guess not here, you know? It's pretty bad all over the place, honestly. I mean, child sexual abuse on average has decreased in frequency over the past few decades, thankfully. I think largely due to sex education, the internet, people know each other more, a general decrease in conservative values because pedocon theory is real. It's a theory the same way gravity is a theory. So that's good. The online propagation of child has almost certainly only gone up just because everything relating to the internet has only gone up with time. The total amount of content on the internet has only gone up with time. So it would make sense then that it would just... that also would increase, which is not good. I'm sure there's a brilliant team of experts out there who have ideas on how to curtail that. I have no idea what they are, so I would defer to their expertise. It's pretty bad. I saw Elon gloating on this on Twitter, which makes sense and seems like one of those things that he would actually have it in his rights to gloat about. Twitter is also failing to remove child sex abuse material. Oh yeah, no, it is for sure. I'm just saying that seems like Instagram has itself a real issue. I mean, Facebook has a huge issue, right? Like, we read that story of all the, like, Facebook content moderators who had, like, trauma because they looked at so much child abuse material while curtailing through, like, yeah, PTSD, because they had to, like, go through all the accounts and, like, flag shit for a deletion or whatever. Yeah, and, like, murder videos and gore and all that crap, everything you can't post. Seems like a good thing to use AI for that now. Well, you have to be careful. See, I wouldn't personally feel comfortable with an AI algorithm scanning pictures and videos that I send in DMs to people on Twitter, just because innately that feels like weird, you know? Like, here, like, knowing that there's an AI god that goes through all of it. Not to mention, like, you also have to, like, keep in mind, I don't think there's any way to design an algorithm that could automatically flag... that wouldn't flag just like regular porn. Again, this is an issue where so much of it is contextual. And how would you even train that algorithm? Like, here's 5 million images of children getting raped. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like one of those problems where it seems like immediately like, oh, well, here's a solution, but then when you think about it, it's like, wait, hold on, and then like a bunch of stuff doesn't work when you think about it more. However, I think we can all agree Instagram's really dropping the ball on this one, just letting those hashtags sit out there. I mean, Jesus.